Well, looking at this issue between Akemi and his wife, the divorce saga, on a light mode, I saw a picture of, of a lawyer pulling him and saying, Akim, the lawyer say, wait first. Now your mama go still transfer my legal fee. But then the action of this young man had drawn serious reactions, from different quarters. I will touch on one or two of these reactions that I have seen. Many have even come out to say, who should even be my first of kin, or who should even be your first of kin as a man? Is it supposed to be your wife or your mom? All sort of questions have been rising as a result of this whole thing. Of course, just a flashback. We understand that his wife had filed for a divorce and was going to take, a huge part of his property and all of that, not knowing that the young man we sabi. And that's the way I saw it. I just saw a man, a young boy, a young man we sabi, man we no road. The young man had been using his mom's name to do everything, even his pay, being one of the highest paid footballers in the world. His pay even goes, still goes to through his mom's account. So he virtually owns nothing, that is to his name, as it were. So if the wife wants to collect anything, it will be whatever that is in his name and all of that. And so, there have been so many reactions, there have been so many talks as to why and what of course all of that. But then, like I said, I see a man with Sabi. And one of the things I saw, to be very, very sincere, one of the things I saw was that this young man must have seen this coming. If he didn't see this coming, the Yorubas have a saying, "Wọ́n ní ojúlàlà kan fi ń ṣọ́rí." That's the way they say it. They say ojúlàlà kan fi ń ṣọ́rí. The crab will always stick out his eyes to take care of the situation, to check, to scan the situation around him. And so there have been so many. Now, this is coming from Lila Saint Daniel. She said, I find it more disgusting that Akimi's mother controls him. Though I am against that. I do not agree. I don't agree with that mindset. Now, this is Nigerian's life coach Laila Saint My Daniel Matthew has reacted to the reports of that Moroccan footballer Achraf Hakimi outsmarted his wife, his ex-wife Abi Haiba Abog, in her move to claim half of his wealth through a divorce. The 24-year-old PSG star has become the focus of social media in the past 24 hours after it was revealed that he deposited 80% of his salary to his mother, Fatima's account. And the boy is still a boy now, 24 years old. Ó yẹ kó ṣì máa mọ money now, àbí kí lẹni mo sọ? He's still supposed to suck. The boy is in his some breast. So if I was talking, all these young boys and young girls that are just getting to marry, say, is he supposed to be doing that? Is he supposed to? Now you begin to take it in a wrong direction by saying that maybe he doesn't trust his wife, he doesn't do this, he doesn't. Women differ. Women differ. He must have seen something that made him to act, that way. Now, Aiba had allegedly dragged him to court earlier this year, seeking an end to their 5 years marriage, citing infidelity and other extramarital reasons. And taking to her Facebook account, the women right activist said she find it disgusting that Hakimi is being controlled by his mother. I don't believe that is the situation. He's not being controlled by his mother. The young man is just being wise. He must have seen the moves of his wife. He must have seen it and then, took that drastic measure. He said this. The woman activist said, "I see now. These women. When you check their story properly, you find out that these are women who are falling out of marriage as a result of their misdeed and all of that. They now find that they now come back and become motivational speakers, now come and become advisors for women, all that kind of. That's what they become when they fail in marriage and they can't hold a marriage because they have one excuse, they have one reason why it did not work. One thing. They now become motivational speakers. Let that not be your case. Make your marriage work. Now, She said, I see so many nasty comments, mostly by men. Of course, what do you expect? Towards Akimi's wife, asking the court to grant her half of his wealth. For crying out loud, she is his wife and they have two sons, she wrote. She can ask for anything because she's part of him. Really, it is left to the court to decide. I find it more disgusting that his mother controls him. Well, that I do not agree with. His mother does not control him. Now, man, we sabi. Now, man, we sabi. Man wey no road, a grown man. Well, that's what you feel. You think a 24-year-old is grown enough to know everything? No. All these men talking, she said, is that what they do? A man tied to his mother's wrapper, probably she is the cause of whatever issues. It's a lie. That those ones are just they are just flimsy issues. You understand? This guy is a baby and he just has somebody who's man, this somebody who when they had lost their when he has lost his dad, this is the woman who had been raising him, going through all the struggles and all of that. Look, when you too, as you are raising your own children too, you should raise them properly and give them, lots of sense. Let them understand things. Let them understand the two sides of life. You understand? So it's not an issue of whether somebody uses his mom. He used somebody. The mother was a savior in this whole matter, and that's because he's being saved. In other words, if it had been the other way around, she will not be talking. This particular person will not be talking in this particular matter. Now she went on to say that which woman will be happy that everything that happens in her home is controlled by the mother of her husband. Go and check properly. Somebody like this person, where she's probably not in the husband's house and probably not married or probably falling out of marriage because she has issue with mother-in-law. That's what majority of them have issues with. When the ones they now have issues, they now become motivational speaker and come and he said even if she brought him up and was part of his success, no, not just part of his success, it was at the root of his success. It is wrong and very calculating of Hakimi also. I'm sure if she has a good lawyer, she can collect a good alimony from her for herself and her son. Well, that will be from whatever is available. You can't tell him to give you what is not available, what you did not own together. Yeah, so I kept saying that picture of the lawyer pulling the young man like, oh boy, how far? Now your mama go still transfer my na mama go still transfer my fee on top dis whole matter. Well, this is still serious matters under the TV. Please, let's just drop our comments, make them simple and simple. It's still Akimi's matter and it's making the round at the moment. Well, these are matters that we've got to understand and crash them. Let's get to know what do you think, because like I've always said, homes differ, well differ, personalities differ, and so you can't compare your wife with my wife. You can't compare. So she's good in your wife is good at this area. My wife is good at this area. Yours is bad at this area. My wife is good at that same area. Your wife is good at this area. My wife is bad at that area. That's the way it is. We know balance. Nothing we did is like we're balanced, and we have to compensate ourselves to balance ourselves. But when one person can't think, say he head strong, say he don't, say he get this thing, come put starch for him cloth, come think say he wise. Omo, man go follow person wey no road. Na so you for finish the guy. Na so she for finish the guy now. Na so you for finish the guy. You know say if she go through, if no be say the kind sense wey dis guy get, wey him take do dis matter, say dis guy 24 years old, na so e career for finish, because he probably will not get out of it. Emotionally, psychologically, it's going to affect him and it will affect his disposition to delivering on the pitch. So please, let's be wise in dropping our comments. Please make them simple and simple. Let us know what your opinions are concerning this Akimi matter. You see Akimi and a lawyer. Oh boy, see boy wey no road, see mama. Na mama be that. Na mama be that, and then na lawyer be that. Oh, na the lawyer be that. Na lawyer be that. Na him dey ask am say, how far now? Na your mama go still transfer my fee. Hakimi. Then we see um his wife, beautiful wife. But then wisdom, they say, is profitable to direct. Please drop your comment, make them simple and simple. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Bye.